Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End episode 28 called It Would Be Embarrassing When We Meet Again.
I can't believe we're at the end of a season. I feel like we just started watching Frieren.
I'm so sad. This could last forever and I'd be happy.
It definitely, I would say, moves at a different pace than the other animes we watched, but it has been thoroughly enjoyable. Like a comforting fantasy book.
100%. What do you think the title refers to?
I mean, it's gotta be Frieren and Celine. What's her name? I was thinking of the other mage. What's the other
elf
name?
mage?
No, the one who ran the second test.
Sensei?
Yeah. I mean, I know I got her name wrong.
Or the third test?
No, the second test. I know I got her name wrong, but that's what I was thinking of. What's the elf's name? Not Frieren, the other one. Now I don't feel so bad. Anyway, I think it's got to be between the two of them. Or maybe her and Fern. That's my guess.
Well, Fern passed the test, as Fern knew she would. She's like, the heir of Hugh the human mage has arrived.
You loved that line.
I loved that line. Fern said, no, I don't want to be trained by you. I'm sticking with Frieren.
Good choice.
So we know for sure that they can advance north, but I think we need to tie up some loose ends here at the end of season 1.
Yeah, I think season 2 will be the journey north, but we're going to tie up some loose ends. I really want to know if Dankin passes or not.
Dankin. And Yubel. We don't even need to know. I predicted that Method also passed.
Well, I bet you the clone guy passes too.
Land.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to see how this, tidies up. But I'm very excited, but also very sad. It's a bittersweet day, everybody.
True.
So let's dive in. The finale of season 1 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 28, is coming right now.
Frieren 様の弟子です。合格だ。次。宮廷魔法使いの伝剣。お前のことはよく知っている。
それは光栄だな。
軍所属の魔法使いの叩き上げが。今や北側諸国で最も権力を持った魔法使いだ。その美談はよく聞く。正直、お前が若い頃に会いたかった。血の気と野心に満ち溢れた若かりし頃に。私は燃えかすには興味はない。そう思っていたのだがな。
今は違うのか。
お前、私を見たとき、どう戦うか考えただろ
う。ほんの一瞬だけだ。すぐに諦めた。
合格だ。まだ燃えている。普通は戦うだなんて発想は湧かない。次。合格だ。
まだ何も話していないけど。
会話が必要なのか。
それもそうだね。
次。お前、ふざけるなよ。
何が？
これは一級試験だぞ。試験会場に一度も来ないバカがどこにいる？
一応この通り。生身の僕も試験会場に来ているよ。じゃなきゃ不参加で。
この試験期間中、本体は故郷の村から出ていないな。今はのんびりティータイムか。
驚いた。ユーベルにもバレなかったのに。
He called his clone.
合格。次。
He wasn't even there. That's amazing. I love that guy.
隊長のビアベルだな。 私の知る2級魔法使いの中では一番の武闘派だ。私を一目見て勝てない相手だと悟ったな。だがそれは恐怖による判断ではない。
勝てない勝負をするバカは2級魔法使いにすらなれねえだろ。
それもそうだ。好きな魔法を教えろ。
魔法ってのは殺しの道具だぜ。好きも嫌いもあるか。
合格だ。次。お前、私を見てどう思った？
ちっちゃくて可愛いなと思いました。
今年の受験者はどうなっている？合格だ。全然すまなかったな。
Zeria, her name's
確かに
Zeria.
今年は豊作だ。
You see that? My
No.
apologies. We do have a bumper crop this year.
They seem pretty good.
Except for Frieren. She didn't pass Frieren.
Frieren doesn't pass the, I don't know, friendship, ambition, drive test.
She also likes it when people defer to her. Like, oh, you thought about fighting me, but you knew you couldn't beat me. You pass.
I'm surprised somebody like her would not pass somebody out of spite, though. She's clearly the most powerful.
There's no reason Frieren shouldn't get the classification.
Just kind of rubbing her nose in it.
Well, just based on the people that were passed, like, and verbal saying that, like, oh, magic is just a tool for killing, I don't care about spells, they're just like, I'm indifferent. Oh, I love that pass. I just hate that it's so subjective, you know?
Yeah, if there hadn't been 13 who passed, maybe she would
And
have
the
been
one
involved.
girl being like, oh, I thought you were so small and cute, you pass.
I wonder what the normal third-year test would be. Because this is the first time she's done this. Like, what is it when she doesn't have to step in? Like, what is it when there's 4 left? Fight to the death? Is that what we...
I thought combat was a part of it.
combat? Yeah, maybe.
But I guess combat technically could have been part of the second test.
True. Let me know if it's in the manga.
もうついてくるなよ。
3年後か。フリーレン様、受かりました。
I know.
よくやった。
フリーレン、ここまで来れたのはお前たちのおかげだ。これで故郷に墓参りに行ける。
そう。
I wonder if he's gonna join them.
At least somebody has some common sense and gratitude.
なあフェルン、まだかよ。
She loves sweets.
One of each.
これにしましょう。これ。
ふむ。
Wow,
That's your type of plate.
7 of each.
食べなさい。わしの若い頃は甘いものなんてめったに食べられなかった。
ありがとうございます。
Her mouth is so small.
She's so happy.
若造も食べろ。
ああ、ありがとう、じいさん。誰なの？
宮廷魔法使いの電剣様です。
宮廷魔法使い。
お気毒様じゃねえか。
タメ口叩いてすみませんでした。
カモン、わしは魔法使いとしてこの町に来た。
でも、無関係な俺までご馳走してもらうのは。
どうせ金の使い道などない。
ないってことはないでしょう。
そうです。お孫さんとか。
わしには子も孫もおらん。わしが20半ばの時に妻に先立たれた。もともと体が弱かった。戦争に敗れた北部高原の辺境貴族の令嬢でな。あの頃のわしには 富も権力も必要だった。それしか救う手立てをわしは知らんかった。ゼーリエが特権を掲げて大陸魔法協会を樹立したのは妻が亡くなってほどなくしてからだ。あれほどの無力感はない。本当に皮肉なものだ。今ではわしは国ですら動かせるというのに。フェルン、わしにとって魔法は清掃の道具でしかなかった。
Interesting.
フリーレンに伝えてくれんか。魔法が楽しいものだったと久々に思い出せた。わしは勇者一行のフリーレンに憧れて魔法使いになったんだ。
I have goosebumps.
自分で伝えてください。きっとフリーレン様も喜びますよ。
そうだな。そうしよう。
I think it's so important to tell people when you think nice things about them.
I was just gonna say that.
We've said this in other anime. People don't tell each other nice things enough.
It's true. They'll always tell it to somebody else.
Instead
they'll
of the
never
person
say
they're
it to your
actually
face,
thinking it
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
He should definitely tell her.
And I'm glad Frieren was just like, you should tell her. I'm not telling her. She didn't say that, but
She kind of did.
yeah. Why don't you do it yourself?
If you're thinking something nice about somebody, you should tell them.
Yep, I agree. You'll make their day.
100%.
All those books.
さすがは魔法都市オイサーストだね。いい魔導書がいっぱい買えた。
おいババア、このカゴに入れればいいのか。
He's a nice
あ
guy.
れを無視はねえだろ。
私だって少しは悩んだよ。
少しだけか。意外なもんだね。勇者ヒンメルの仲間なら。
ヒンメルの仲間なら何？
Thoughtful.
私の方こそ意外だったかな。第一次試験でフェルンたちを殺そうとしたんでしょ。フェルン愚痴ってたよ。犬とか蹴っ飛ばしてそうなやつだって。
よく言われるわな。単なる脅しだよ。まあ一人殺しておいた方が世のためになりそうなやつはいたけどな。俺は故郷の村を守るためなら何だってする。一級魔法使いになりたかったのも望む魔法が与えられる特権。
Oh, interesting.
強え魔法が手に入ればそれだけ魔族をぶっ殺せるからな。でもな、それと関係ない場所でも困っている奴がいたらなるべく手を差し伸べるようにしているぜ。
どうして？
俺の故郷は北の辺境でな。勇者ヒンメルの逸話はいくらでも残っている。宣教の塔の攻略、七宝剣、不死なるベーゼや光極竜との戦い。ガキの頃の俺はそんな冒険探が大好きだった。でも村のジジババどもはそんな話めったにしやがらねえ。やれ村を襲った魔物を退治しただの、やれ商人の護衛をしただの。ひどいもんだと単なる荷物運びまであった。全然大したことじゃねえ。つまんねえ話だ。そう思ったよ。なのに村のジジババは心底嬉しそうに口を揃えてそんな話をするんだ。勇者ヒンメルが死んで魔族の残党が暴れ始めてからよく分かったよ。確かに宣教の塔もベーゼも光極竜も魔王すら俺の村には関係ねえわな。みんな日々の生活を守るので手一杯だ。きっと勇者ヒンメルが俺の村に来なかったら世界が平和になってもそこに俺の村はなかったんだろうな。
そう。何が言いたいの？
俺をここまで連れてきたのは勇者ヒンメルのくだらない冒険探だ。俺が言いたいのはそれだけだ。
we see the softer side.
少し長話が過ぎたな。結局あいつらと一緒に帰ることになっちまった。フリーレン、出会いは大切にしろよ。根性の別れってのは何も死別だけじゃない。いや、百も承知か。
I'm tearing up a little.
I would imagine that line hits home for you particularly hard. Yeah, it's I was surprised at his character that he would help, because he does come across as rough around the edges and only caring about one thing. And I think it's so fascinating that it's not the big things that inspire people, it's the little things. It's the day-to-day or common things that people will notice over time. I really like that.
I also am so touched that like Himmel's party affected like so many of the mages that were there.
Mm-hmm.
As tears were running down my face. And it's like he said, it wasn't even like the big things. It was the smaller ones that made a difference and caught people's attention, and like what that party accomplished touched so many people in different ways and made a huge impact. And like Denkin was inspired by, you know, Frieren, and Verbal was, you know, inspired by his party, Himmel and the gang. And I just think it's so cool that like even though Frieren didn't earn the title of first class mage, what she was a part of affected so many people's lives in a positive way and inspired so many people. So for me, like, that says it all.
Couldn't have said it better. What did you think of the line, "Death is not the only goodbye"?
That's what made me tear up.
I know. But I'm curious what the context of your tears are.
In the moment, I wasn't thinking about it like necessarily for myself. As you talked about it, I was like, then I couldn't ignore it anymore. But yeah, it's just even thinking about like just the little parts in the story. Like she said goodbye to the adventure. She said goodbye to relationships before they passed away. She said goodbye to, you know, excitement or whatever. You know, like so many things that you just take for granted in the moment and then it's gone.
Yeah, especially when time is different for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I just got a frog in my throat.
Yeah, that was a heavy line.
フリーレン、魔法で向こうまで順番に運んだりはできないのですか？
それだと私だけこっちに残っちゃうでしょ。
ヒンメル。
Couldn't you fly over?
魔王を倒さねばならん。こんな小さな人助けに何の意味がある？
確かに小さな人助けだ。
They're significant to the people you're helping, though.
世界は変わらない。でも僕は目の前で困っている人を見捨てるつもりはないよ。
Gosh, he's such a good guy.
大丈夫だよ、ヒンメル。世界はちゃんと変わっている。今夜特権の授与があるのですが、同伴者がいてもいいそうです。せっかくですし、みんなで一緒に行きましょう。すごく嫌そうな顔してる。同伴者ありって聞いていたんですけど。
申し訳ありません。ゼーリア様からの通達でフリーレン様はできま
Are you
せん。
kidding me?
今後1000年は大陸魔法協会の施設には立ち入らないように。
She is so spiteful.
フリーレン様が何をしたって言うんですか？仕方がないよ。ゼーリへの機嫌を損ねてしまったからね。まったく子供みたいな人だよね。
I wonder how she rubbed it the wrong way.
したくて来たわけじゃないし、外で待っているね。
俺も外で待ってるよ。おーい。
I don't know, I don't get that. He probably should have gone in.
What do you mean?
酔いの金だな。
そろそろ特権の授与が終わる頃かな。
ああ、
一級魔法使い。この世界で50人もいない魔法使いの頂点か。フェルンも立派
And
に
our
なって
baby girl Fern is one.
この時代ではきっとフェルンの方が有名な魔法使いになるんだろうね。
In this age.
フリーレン。
嬉しいね。
そうだな。
フリーレン様。
誰？
大陸魔法協会の人だね。
一級魔法使いのレルネンです。ゼイリエ様の弟子の一人です。ゼイリエ様がご迷惑をおかけしたようで。
構わないよ。昔からそういう人だった。
We go way back.
どうしたんだよ、フリーレン。
やっぱり見えているね。私の魔力の揺らぎが。とんでもない手だれだ。平和な時代には似つかわしくないね。
そうですね。私は戦いしか知らない時代遅れの魔法使いです。ゼイリエ様にもよく言われます。魔王軍との戦火の時代に生まれていれば、名だたる英雄たちと共に歴史にその名を残したであろうと。
そう。それで私
I wanna go with you.
Well, how to the point
ゼ
she
イリエ
is.
様の弟子の中で歴史に名を残したのは、もはやおとぎ話となった大魔法使いフランメのみ。私が老いて死ねば、あの方が生きた証がまた一つ消える。
Isn't that life though?
私はあの方を未来で一人孤独にさせたくないのです。たとえそれが伝説の魔法使いフリーレン様を討ち取ったという悪名であろうとも。
What?
Are you kidding?
手合わせを願えますか、フリーレン様。
手合わせはしないよ。時間の無駄だ。まったく。戦いしか知らない魔法使いは不器用な連中が多いんだから。歴史に名を残す必要なんてないよ。ゼーリエはちゃんと覚えている。最後に一ついい？
It just doesn't make sense that he would. I want to duel, but I'm gonna try and kill you first. And
No, it's like I'm gonna kill you first, and then when I don't sneak attack you, which I feel is
not honorable.
not honorable at all. You want to be remembered as the coward who snuck up on Frieren?
Well,
Come on.
especially when you believe you can beat her.
And then after you fail at that, you're like, let's have a duel. I'd be like, no.
And Frieren was like, "You're not even worth my time," which has to be so demoralizing.
And like, you're so dissatisfied with your life that you need to just try to kill Frieren to like be remembered. She's like, don't bother. Zarya will remember you.
And no one else, because he didn't do anything.
But that's life. That is life. What do they say? You're not truly dead until nobody remembers you. There's nobody left who remembers you.
Yeah.
It's just part of it, everybody.
Yeah, that I did not see that coming, and that was slimy.
I kind of liked him, but now I don't like him.
Yeah, agreed.
この花畑、魔法で作られたものだ。
それがどうした？
先生が好きだった魔法だ。くだらない魔法だって言っていなかったっけ？
正直フランメは失敗作だった。あれほどの才を持ちながら私はこの鏡へはたどり着けない。その後もたくさんの弟子を取ったよ。どれも私の足元にも及ばないままほとんどが先だった。だが不思議なもの。
You have like thousands of
今ま
years.
で取ったはずの弟子なのに、一人一人の性格も好きな魔法も鮮明に思い出せる。フリーレン、なぜか私は弟子を取って後悔したことは一度もないんだ。たとえ歴史にその名を残せずとも。
I need to stop again. You expecting or feeling like your students are failures because they don't reach your height, your level, That's not the point of teaching. You should be allowing people to develop their own identity and really, hone their skills in the way that's meaningful to them. I feel like that's what teaching and coaching is. Not like making sure that everybody you teach is like you.
I mean, I do think that you want the people you teach to surpass you, but we're not talking about apples to apples here. They live a fraction of your lifespan. How can she expect a human mage, and there may be some things that they get better at eventually, where you have, Frieren her speed, but you have 10x, 20x the lifespan. It's not even realistic.
She bothers me.
Yeah,
I don't like her.
I bet the human mages do more in their brief window than she has done in the same period of time in her life. The expectations are just out of whack with that.
Yes.
I don't like her either.
にすら素直に気持ちを伝えられないんだ。本当に子供みたいな人だよ。
Yeah, she didn't take the bait.
フリーレン様、特権の授与が終わりました。
じゃあ行こうか。
フリーレン様、その方の怪我どうしたんですか？
教会で治療しないとね。まだやってるかな。
本当に不器用な人だ。あなたも私も。
Yeah, but she doesn't have a combat mage.
シュタル君、今日は何して遊ぶ？
悪いな。兄ちゃん今日は遊べないんだ。
シュタルク、朝飯は食ったか？
He's made friends with
Oh my
everybody.
god.
シュタル君、これ飲んでおいきよ。
お、ありがとう。
部の道は深く険しい。達者でな。
ああ。
He's like the Himmel of the party.
Yeah.
シュタルク様はどこに行っても慕われていますね。
そうか？
ところでフェルン、昨日はどんな魔法をもらったの？
わかりませんか？
服が綺麗になっている。それになんかフローラルな香りがする。これはまさか。
服の汚れをきれいさっぱり落とす魔法です。これで洗濯が楽になります。
さすがは生ける魔導書ゼーリエだね。神話の時代に存在したとされる伝説級の魔法。
That is a legendary level spell.
でかしたフェルン。
That would be your favorite spell.
それでこそ私の弟子だ。
当然です、フリーレン様。ゼーリエ様はすごく嫌そうな顔をしていましたけどね。
正気かお前。
だろうね。いい君だ。
あ、来た。フリーレン、本当にありがとうね。私たちは不合格だったけれども、
Good for them.
頑張ることにするよ。
そう、よかった。
楽しかったよ。元気でね。
じゃあまたね。
うん、またね。ザイン様の時もそうでしたけど、随分あっさり別れますね。
クラフトの時もだ。
ヒンメルってさ、すごくあっさり人と別れるよね。
変かな。
まあ、らしくないとは思うな。依頼とはいえ、2週間も旅路を共にした仲だ。それに、彼とは毎晩のように酒を酌み交わして、それはもう。
生臭坊主。
そうだね。でも旅を続けている以上、また会うことだってあるだろう。涙の別れなんて僕たちには似合わない。だって、また会った時に恥ずかしいからね。
また会った時に恥ずかしいからね。
何ですかそれは。
I'm sad that this season is over, but I'm ecstatic that the second one is starting.
Very soon, actually.
Yeah, timing couldn't have been more perfect on that. What do you think of the last line?
It's so perfect that they tied it into Himmel and the party. I don't necessarily agree with the sentiment of it would be embarrassing if we meet again, but like, I just love that she tied that idea into the present. One more thing she carried forward.
Yeah, totally. But I also think that it has kind of a dual meaning. I think that it's cheeky that, you know, it would be embarrassing if we met again. But I think at the same time, it's like we were in the present. That brought value, and I'm hoping I'm going to see you again. Not that, you know, this is over and it's sad. It's like, no, the 2 weeks we spent together, traveling together, I got something out of it, you got something out of it, it was beneficial, and we can part like in a good way. And I feel like, you know, whatever, we've lived in a different country every year with your pro contracts, we've made friends all over the place, and that's the way it is. And I think back to our own experience, and yeah, it's sad, but you know, you think back fondly on those times, mostly about the people you met. And you know, when you run into them 7 years later, 8 years later at some random place, it's so nice to see everybody again.
Well, and sometimes relationships don't have to be, like, they serve their purpose in the moment. You learn lessons and you get what you need to out of those relationships. And it's okay to say goodbye.
And I actually think that message wraps the season up perfectly.
I loved that ending. That was a great last episode.
Me too. Me too.
Zeri is on my hit list for sure. Do not like her.
Not a likable
one
character.
Bit. Not likable. Learner, thought I liked him. I don't like him anymore. So there we go.
I love that she didn't even justify it with an actual fight. Just like, this isn't.
She was like, I'm just walking away, and you for sure are not going to pursue this. Thanks. What do you think of the spell that Fern chose?
It's a slap in the face, and it's perfect for Frieren.
I mean, I wish she would have picked something a little more interesting, but it is very them, and you can tell that Seri is just like even more annoyed.
Yeah, but Fern has to do all the chores.
It's true.
Frieren loved the spell she picked.
She's like, excellent choice.
Yeah, everything about that ending was just perfect.
I'm so glad we watched this.
Me too.
As we said, it's bittersweet that this season is closing, but we get one more very soon, so that is the bonus. And
this will be the first anime we watch in real time.
Woo! So exciting. So many good things to say about this. I love that ending. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know everything. We love to hear your interpretations as always, so please be sure to hit us up and let us know your thoughts. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Frieren Beyond Journey's End coming next week because we have perfect timing here. Okay? Bye.